All right, we have so far done data types and variables, and as well as basic functions. What we're going to do next is we're going to be doing if statements, which is able to compare different variables together to produce different results. And how we set this up is, for our basic example, we're going to have two variables. One's going to be a, and they're both going to be integers. And a is going to be equal to 5, b is going to equal, we'll say 6. All right, and our if statements are sort of set up like our functions, where we're going to have to use indentation for this. So if a is greater than b, notice I also need to use my little colon right there. So if a is greater than b, I'm going to print a is greater than b. Also notice I have my indentation right there. So if statement, we have our condition, here we have our colon, we have our indentation right here, and then we have our print statement. But what happens if a is less than b? I'm going to print a is less than b. And if I run this, 5 is less than 6, so it prints out a is less than b. If I were to change this, so a is 7, and we run it, the other if statement is true, or the other condition is true, so now a is greater than b. However, let's make them both the same and see what runs. Notice nothing prints out because a is equal to b, right? And that means that a is not greater than b, nor is a less than b. So neither of these are going to print out. If we wanted to print those out, what I'll do is we'll change these back. Copy that. And we'll use x and y. If we would like to compare the condition of greater than or equal to, we can just put an equal sign behind it, just like that. And if we put these at both the same value, what do you think is going to happen? I'll run the code and find out. So we have our a is less than b. We've got this condition from up here. And then down here, because both of these are equal to each other, we have greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. So this 7 and 7 for our x and y both meet the condition, which would mean that both of these are going to be able to print out. Okay. So we'll quick comment this section out. And we have one last conditional that we're going to cover, and that's equals. So we'll go back to our variables a and b. So if a is equal to b, print a is equal to b. And if a is not equal to b, print a is not equal. And we'll bring this comment back out. And so in Python, we have two different types of equals. We have this equals, the equals, which is as if it were asking a question. Is A equal to B? Up here, we also have just one equals, and this is a definitive. We are telling the computer that A is equal to 5. So one equals, we're telling the computer that A is equal to 5. Two equals, we're asking, is A equal to B? You could put an integer here as well, is A equal to 5 or any variable equal to 5. But in this instance, we are just asking if this variable is equal to that variable. And if it is, we'll print this out. For here, we are asking, is A not equal to B? And if that condition is true, then we will do that. So we'll run it, we'll see what happens. A is not equal because A is equal to 5, B is equal to 7. If we want to try out the equality of it, we run that, and now A is equal to B.